What do you think of Chris and I?
It hurt Chris's feelings.
Why?
I just think that Chris...
Have you thought about what would happen if you died before I did?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't spend a whole lot of time on it. Hopefully that's a long time in the future. So I don't worry about it. I don't worry about things I can't fix. Because hopefully by then we're going to be in a different situation than we are now anyway. By that time we'll be married. And so hopefully we will have taken time to do whatever it is that people do to prepare for that type of thing. People that are smart prepare ahead, and hopefully we're smart. We haven't proven that yet, and then it's not as big of an issue on you. Because I don't have to worry about anything. I'll just be rotting.
Unless I die first. I talked to somebody who watches our videos.
Okay.
And they are an older person that had a younger partner, and their younger partner died of a blood clot or a stroke or something in their brain. That happened to the younger person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a possibility that it could happen to me too. But, you know, I do a lot of physical activity. Sometimes it's dangerous. Long skateboarding on the street, doing handstands going down the road, a car could hit me, or I could hit my head, and I haven't worn a helmet yet.
I've never been able to talk him to wearing a helmet or pads when he's doing any of that kind of crazy stuff.
And what if I hit my head? I could easily die.
You could.
And then you could be partnerless.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe also making good choices for each other is important, including me wearing a helmet. It is a commitment that I've made. It's like I need to wear a helmet to be a good influence on myself and other people.
You have made it?
I've already made a commitment.
Oh, good. I didn't know because you haven't started longboarding yet this year, so I haven't seen you wear a helmet yet.
I'm wearing a helmet just to protect my health for us.
Good.
I hope we both live long, healthy lives.
I do too.
Even though you are older than I am, and you've had lots of partners, I have been with you the longest.
I know.
We have been together for 8 years.
October will be 9.
There's a possibility you could go before me.
And I would hope so.
And I would hope so too. You being older.
Mm-hmm.
20.
It's only fair.
7.5 years.
Not that anything is fair in life.
But yeah, that's the thing. Nothing's fair and everything is unpredictable. Mm-hmm. Nothing is set in stone. Especially when it comes to how long you have this time around.
So the way I deal with it is I don't deal with it. I just don't think about it.
But there's definitely things that you should think about, like marriage. When you're in a relationship in general, you might want to talk about financial situations, what would happen if somebody died, what your financial situation would be. You know, I mean, I think all that is somewhat important to think about sometimes.
Oh, it is. We just haven't gotten there yet.
There was a time where his heart stopped in front of me. I was thinking to myself, holy crap, you're dead. My whole life is different.
Yeah, it's weird that you, at that moment, had the total feeling that I was dead.
I don't remember crying as hard as I did the night that your heart stopped. Where I was just like, it's weird how you can literally feel like your heart is actually broken. Like in your chest. That's why they call it heartbroken. Like, that's what I felt. I felt heartbroken.
Yeah, it is weird. I wonder what that is. Because obviously your heart didn't fall apart.
No.
And I know what you're talking about.
When you're having heart issues and you feel like you're getting like faint and you're going to pass out, because that does happen, I start getting scared. I'm like, holy crap, like I better not go to the gym because I want to be around just in case I need to wake you up and take you to the hospital. It's like, it's a trigger, like brings back that heartbreak feeling. So it is a fear that I do sometimes have. And you're getting the sleep study done tonight to figure out if you have sleep apnea, to see if that's causing your heart to do odd things. So you're taking some precautions and you're taking control of your life as much as you can.
I'm at least going to try to figure it out. Determine if I have sleep apnea for sure, to what degree it is, if I need a machine, if I have restless leg syndrome. I don't even know if there's anything they can do for that. Use some expensive medicine.
You do have it, I think, because sometimes he does this thing at night where his toenails like claw me all night. And you destroyed the sheets.
Oh, you are not blaming that on me. Just because there's holes in the bottom of the sheets where your long legs stick down there doesn't mean I clawed the hole in them. It's under your feet.
But your feet are usually on my side, like digging in with these toenails.
He is hell on sheets. We have had 3 bottom sheets that mysteriously have this long split in them that develop right where your feet are.
Where your feet
and
are.
I'm the one with restless leg syndrome. Go figure.
That test is going to prove that it is you.
I don't think
It's going to prove it's you.
I don't think so. I think they need to have you on a sleep test and see what you do in your sleep.
Oh, they would definitely say that I move around all night.
Well, we both move. I mean, I wake up a lot of times.
Who ends up like with the covers wrapped around them? Like, I like wrap all the covers around me and I'm like twisting and turning. I'm like digging in the bed.
I don't know what you do with sheets.
Yeah, that's true.
He runs at night and he runs right through the bottom sheet. That's why there's a hole in the bottom sheet.
It's actually annoying. Like, he'll claw me with his toenails. I'm like, who does that? And it actually makes me mad. I try not to be mad because it's not his fault because he's sleeping. But after a while, it's like, Chris, stop. Like, stop. I've been putting up with it for like an hour. Stop.
Oh, you don't put up with it an hour, I'm sure. That would be totally irritating.
Okay, we should.
I would be clawed through your leg by then if we.
I think we should stay on the subject.
All right, subject. Mortality.
My family was here a couple weeks ago, but my niece, Skylar, she's about 9 years old. She loves to be in the videos.
She does her Skylar hair flip.
Oh yeah, the Skylar hair flip. And she recently just got diagnosed with diabetes about a year ago. So she's had a tough year, but she's dancing ballet and she's being a strong young lady.
Yep.
And she's pretty impressive and she's very intelligent. I thought it'd be interesting to film her just saying like, hey, what do you think of Chris and me? And I kind of wanted like a real response from her. And what she said, it's a little dark, but I understand because she's had a tough year. You know, she is diabetic. She thinks of her health a lot. What she said though was...
Well, you can just show them.
I'll just show you what she said. What do you think of Chris and I?
This will hurt your feelings. It will hurt Chris's feelings.
Why?
So I just think that Chris should be younger. And one day he'll die. And it'll be super sad. But he'll just die and you won't die.
I will?
No.
How do you know?
Because Chris is older than you.
Who said this?
Me, my conscience.
But what if he doesn't for a long time?
One day. And you'll be older like him when he dies probably. But one day he'll die and you'll be still alive. But I have a question for you. If he dies, will you die?
No.
Okay, then you have to find a new husband.
Who said this?
Me.
Did your mama?
Mom, I just thought of it. It was just in my gut.
Those words are so wise for her age. She's 9. It's because when you're diabetic, you get close to death sometimes. That's usually how you are diagnosed with diabetes. You get really sickly or really sick and then you have to go to the hospital and they're like, oh, you need insulin. Your blood sugar's too high. So that's what she had happen to her. And because of it, she definitely is wise beyond her years when it comes to death. And it just makes me think of us, because when you're in an age gap relationship, I think there are some realities you need to face. Age gap relationships maybe even have to plan for a partner dying even more than two people of the same age.
Yeah, but you know, the honest to goodness truth is it's probably something that everyone should do. It should be just right there with the marriage certificate thing.
I mean, that's why they have marriage and they say in sickness or in health.
Oh, good. I'm yawning. I'm going to be able to sleep maybe for my sleep study. And I don't have to immediately fall asleep. That's not what they're trying to do. They're not going to knock me out or anything. I can set up and watch my computer and read books. And she said I could do whatever I do at home within reason. And
But you don't do that at home either. Which concerns me. Why don't you? I do. On the daily. What are we talking about? I don't know.
Don't know.
The power of suggestion. You'll have to figure it out yourself. We had a talk the other day, and he was telling me that I wasn't focusing on the good. I kept on telling him some of his flaws. And he's like, you're not telling me any of the good things. It's like, okay,
It didn't take that long.
Hey, at least I owned up to it. I owned up to it. I was like, yeah, you're right. You know, you do incredible things for me. It's like, I need to make sure that I let you know that you're doing incredible things for me and that I'm thankful. He's been making an effort to like try to communicate with me and not put me on the back burner, which is kind of nice.
I'm about to wrap this up here, and I'm going to go and get a bite to eat before I go and have my sleep study. And maybe in the future, we'll let you know how it turned out.
Bye, Russ.
And Chris.
Love
you long time.
Chris went and got his sleep study done. How'd it go?
It went fine. I didn't have any episodes during the night, so didn't show anything, I don't think. They had the doctor review it, because this was just a technician looking at it, but I didn't like stop breathing.
I feel like there's a lot of variables that might just depend on the situation.
Well, we know it's like when I get on my back, and probably only when I get on my back, and that's what she thinks. And I should have fallen asleep on my back, but I never got to do it.
Too bad you didn't vlog it, but you got a picture at least.
I didn't even think about that.